Tel Staffing and HR, in conjunction with PatriotTV.live, bring you Play Harder Radio, the premier patriotic sports and BS talk show from America's Gulf Coast. Things that matter in the world of sports and things that don't matter to anyone. It's just Faja's opinion. Where the F-bomb is allowed, but frowned upon. This is Play Harder Radio. And now, your host, James Grant.
We got an intro video, right? Welcome back to another week of Play Harder Radio, Thursday, May 26th at the Tel Staffing and HR studios. Let me know when you have that one ready. Tim Pool.
People are evil.
I'm asking myself, who
Adam Goldman of the New York Times. Evil. We've got to stop playing these games. Why? They want this country to burn. They want power, and they will get it by any means necessary, and they will use the power of the federal government to do it. I am looking at all of you right now, and I am telling you this. The police will kick your door in and bash your teeth out the moment Black Lives Matter protests you. We've already seen it happen. You think this is a joke? James O'Keefe's legal privileged communications were just given to the New York Times, and Adam Goldman, with a smile on his face, published it. He doesn't care about this country. He doesn't care about our norms. These people are at war with you, and they will burn your life to the ground like they're doing to Rittenhouse and like they're doing now to James O'Keefe because you dare oppose their power grab. These people are evil.
What's playing in the background? Right on. Kelly with us?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't care if
But
the
I
camera's
don't.
crooked.
But I
I'm
don't
just glad she's
see
here.
you guys on my phone.
You don't see us?
Not on my phone.
Why doesn't she see us?
Okay, now I do. But hold on a minute. I gotta fix this. Okay, there it goes.
My Lord.
I see Bugs Bunny reading a book and eating a carrot. What's that about?
I don't know. I just wanted something hopefully politically incorrect in the background.
Oh, how is Bugs Bunny politically incorrect?
They just a little bit earlier. He had a green face and he had his hands over his chest and everything. And Porky or somebody reached down to give him or to compress his chest or whatever, and he pulled or to pull his hands apart, and he had a bra on and a tutu.
Oh my God!
And I'm like, oh, how perfect is that?
Oh, Bugs Bunny, what are we gonna do with you?
I love Bugs Bunny. What's
Those
up,
were the
Doc?
good old days. Those were the good cartoons.
Hey, we got you on. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Another day in paradise, baby. What can I say?
I'm not really good, but
If
it's
you
just-
do you like?
it's just too much.
Do you see that I'm taking a little edge off the toxicity tonight with my shirt?
Oh Lord, hold on a minute. I got with the shirt.
That I'm wearing. I'm wearing a shirt. I usually do on the show, but this particular night's shirt.
I don't get it.
I'm taking an edge off the toxicity, off of the masculine toxicness with the pink.
I don't
It's
understand
pink.
how that shirt's not masculine.
It's pink.
Oh, okay. It's a very, very, very light pink. It almost looks white.
Yeah, it's a light pink.
Oh, it's a light pink. Okay.
Can we do that? Can you make those voices anymore?
Who?
Hey.
Oh, probably not.
Man, we got a lot to
dear.
talk about tonight.
I know, that's what I was just saying. I'm like, I'm not really okay.
When are you just talking about the state of the world? Not okay,
Yes.
or you have anything in particular? Nothing.
No, it's just too much. It's just too much.
We got a little Undertaker story here, which is mind blowing. You'll have to tell me where it came from. We got a podcast, a friend of Kelly's, I believe, Super E, that she
Yes.
wants to talk about, that she's trying to get on the show, that she wants to promote his podcast. We have Barack Obama using the Uvalde
That's a lovely tweet,
shooting
yes.
to invoke George Floyd. Fuck that guy, man.
Lovely.
You know, and one of the other things is, and somebody said this, and I think my son said it. Only in the USA, or who was it? Maybe it was somebody. Was it? Maybe it was. Only in the USA is all this bullshit going on.
That's not true to an extent.
To this fucking bullshit degree.
Not to this degree. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's not to this degree anywhere else. I think
Correct.
I don't know. Maybe they've succumbed. I guess what, that's true. We'll go back to that because Australia is absolutely batshit. New Zealand is. Germany. I mean, who knows what they're doing in Germany right now? Ricky Gervais. I got a nice little clip of Ricky Gervais tonight.
He cracks me up. I hope he finds Jesus because he's an atheist, but I don't know. There's been some videos of him where he's like not, totally atheist in them. So
right. So I got a nice Libs of TikTok clip. We've got a Glenn Beck video that I want to talk about that we're going to play and talk about point by point, I think, is what the plan is. We got a great Bill Mayer vid.
Oh, yeah.
To talk
He's
about.
Just continuing with his woke rants, yes.
Well, I wouldn't say woke rants for Bill Mayer.
You wouldn't?
His rant against wokeness.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Awake. How's that? Awake. Sorry. I said that wrong.
Yeah. Wakeful rant. A wakeful rant.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then, you know what, man? This AOC bitch is just too much. Did you see her whispering communism, socialism
No.
Instagram?
I just couldn't click on it. I can't stand her.
Creepy AF. I mean,
I can't.
Yeah,
I just can't.
She's.
Yep, I just can't.
I'm not, But anyway, what'd you think of? Did you watch? Were you able to catch some of last week's show? I think you were out there.
Me? Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I was typing smart aleck comments. Good
Yep,
Lord.
I got them. I know. What'd you think of it? What did you think of John?
It was nice. Yes.
I enjoyed that. I thought that was good.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yes.
But he's quite the conservative, and we'll see him back again. I need to get on my my phone is acting like I don't have a signal. Get it together. Obviously, you got it.
No, that was me. It kept like buffering when I was trying to log in, so I don't know. I didn't know what was going on.
Let me see. I'm telling you, let me get to the show.
You're going to have to tell me the name of Ernie's podcast so that I can type it in here because my stupid tablet is not charging. I don't know what's going on, and that's what I use to look at my my iPad mini. That's what I use to look at my text messages when I'm using my phone, so I have no way of seeing my text messages. So just tell me the name of it, and I'll pull it up on Spotify and then share it.
Super E.
I typed that in and nothing came up.
Well, I don't know what you want me to tell you there.
But it's the name of the podcast. It has a name, like something
off script.
Ramblings, off script. Okay, hold on.
With Super E.
Off script. That's not coming up. Who's the name of the people that do it? Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay. I will share that in the chat. I've heard a lot of these stories, but probably not all of them. Well, probably not even close to all of them, but I've
What
certainly heard
stories?
some of them that he tells on these
Oh.
on that podcast.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of his stuff at all yet.
Oh, yeah, you got to listen to the newest one that was put on to yesterday.
What was the story?
He found a missing 12-year-old little girl that the police refused to go look for.
Right.
Yeah. It's a really cool story.
It's going to be in this Glenn Beck video. That's something else. But anyway, all right, so Super E, that's something you need to go out there. Off script with Super E. We need to go out there and check that out. Sounds like some good stuff, some entertaining stuff. Your Undertaker story that you sent me, where did you get that? Where did you get that?
I just found that on Facebook. Just right before, we were starting.
So we don't know anything about it, really, for sure.
I don't know, but I've heard that story multiple times. I mean, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say I've heard that exact story. I've heard multiple different funeral home directors and workers and all that say the same thing.
Say that again. Say what, Kelly?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
I can't read it because I
can read it.
My phone.
I printed it out so that I could read it.
Because I've heard about the COVID stuff, but I don't know what
a friend of mine in a group chat with a bunch of healers, homeopaths. Wait a minute.
Homeopath?
What?
Homeopaths?
Is that?
It's homeopathic medicine.
I know what it is. But it just seemed like an opportunity for political incorrectness.
Right.
Political incorrectness.
And hey, that's what we're...
And other women interested in natural healing. Now, how do they know in this group, how do they know they're women?
I don't know because they're not biologists.
I'm finding a lot of discrepancies here that I could
There
really...
is a problem. There is a problem.
I mean, the one girl in the group, and how do we know she's a girl?
We don't. We don't. There's no way to tell.
In the group is friends with an Undertaker. She and her dad. Now, was he the birthing parent or?
He could be.
Recently had a conversation with him. By the way, for those of you that are interested, we're going to have a they there. Is that the pronouns? They there.
Them. They them.
Mm-hmm. We're going to have a little they them tutorial, so you know how to use they them alike.
You just use it all the time.
So you know how to use. So
there's no mistakes.
So you know how to use they them plural pronouns in a singular situation. So we're going to have that coming up.
I guess I
just
don't.
So you know.
Okay.
It's really very excellent and well done, and I'm really better for seeing it. I can tell you that. Knowing that her family was in the know about current events, he was very open with them. He's in a group of fellow Undertakers who are investigating the effects of the, quote, magic potion, unquote, taking notes of what they find.
It is
and
magic.
Eventually hoping to take their evidence to court. He said, quote, "We don't drain blood like we used to anymore in," I like how they do this to protect themselves, VED individuals. We can't. Our machine just stops and clogs up. We literally have to cut the veins. This is sick.
Yeah,
we literally have to cut the veins and pull huge clotted strings out. And for the people who've had a booster, in addition to the clots, their blood is orange. They have a completely different type of blood, unquote. He also said, quote, "I'm going to tell you something else that I would never tell most people because they'd look at me like I had 3 heads. But I know that you know enough that you won't think I'm crazy. Some of these clots," oh my Lord, I haven't read this yet. I'm just not reading it.
Scary.
Some of these clots have, you know what though? Okay, I'll say it when I'm done. Some of these clots have fingers, and those fingers will start moving. Like these clots are alive, and we can't kill them. We've tried putting them in jars with formaldehyde, and they won't die. In fact, they grow in the jar."
Pretty scary.
That's some whacked shit, girl.
Yep. And I've heard some other stuff on, oh gosh, Dr. Jane Ruby's show.
Have
But
you
of
seen?
course,
Have
she's
we
probably
seen
a
any?
quack.
So here's part of my deal. You know, and like I do want to play devil's advocate because I don't want to be you know, I don't want to be part of the disinformation crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But have we seen any
You can
pictures?
do other stuff on.
Have we seen any pictures
Yes.
or video of this stuff?
Yes.
You have?
I have seen it on that Dr. Jane Ruby show. Yeah.
That had to be some nasty, scary stuff.
They were. It was gross. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, Scott's making some comments.
So while we're on this kind of like weird,
Ooh, he said he knows somebody that can testify to what we're saying.
Rick?
Scott.
No, Scott.
No, Rick. I'm asking Scott. Is it Rick Scott? Although I don't think he's in the family business, but
So Kelly, can you elaborate on what was talked about in these congressional hearings about aliens? Or is that something that we want to get into?
I didn't watch
there
much
yet.
of that.
Oh, I'm
because
sorry. Is that part of the show? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch hardly any of that because I'm just not interested.
Okay, I thought you had sent us some stuff about it. And
I'm
I just
interested.
Didn't get a chance to watch it.
Scott,
I might have, but
Scott said. So Scott just said pink. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
that's your shirt. Your shirt.
Oh.
Am I just catching up on tweets?
Yes,
or
you're
on
catching
tech-
up. That was his first comment.
Scott, who's the Undertaker? Is it Rick? His family?
He said no.
I didn't know if that no
It's
was
this-
right away or
Somebody in Niles,
Gotcha.
Michigan.
Yeah, Niles. That's where I was born, in Niles, Michigan.
Where's that? I've never heard of it.
5 miles north. I can't remember. I think ish
Of
outside of Buchanan, Michigan.
I don't know where Buchanan is either.
Yeah, it's just across the state line from South Bend. Have you heard of South
okay.
Bend?
Indiana?
I have heard of South Bend. I've been there. I've been to Notre Dame, Indiana.
It's Notre Dame isn't a city. It's
It is too.
It is not.
Ask
It might
ask
as well
Gerald
be.
A. on Louder with Crowder. It is its own city.
It's not. Yeah. Oh, he said
it's Notre Dame.
Is
Indiana.
he part of the? Is he going to hell when all that? Is Gerald A. going to hell with the rest of the Catholics when that stuff's
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
No, he's
not
a good guy.
Not if he's a dyed-in-the-wool Catholic Vatican.
No, he's not Catholic.
Vatican suck up.
No, he's not Catholic. He just
Hey, now, let's not go
likes
there.
Notre Dame football.
Yeah, I figured that's what it was. But he's a Catholic. He has to be. You can't. You have to be a Catholic to.
I don't think
root
he's
for Notre
ever
Dame.
said what.
So is the Pope, but hey.
You have to be Catholic to what?
Root for Notre Dame.
That's not true.
Why do you? Are you this?
How much of that?
You don't like
tequila
sports,
have
do
had?
you?
I don't.
Right,
But I
you
know
don't
for
even
a
know what you're
fact,
talking
I know
about.
tons of Notre Dame fans that are not Catholic.
Well,
But I
those
did
are
wear
idiots.
this shirt
Those would
just
be
for
idiots.
tonight. It says sarcasm. It's what I do best.
Notre Dame fans who are not Catholics would be idiots.
No, they're not.
Well, you don't.
My
know for
son
sure.
would take extreme exception to that.
Which one? Redbud, East of
Well,
Buchanan.
kind of both of them, but mainly, well, yeah, kind of both of them.
The PW'd one? You're in trouble.
Notre who?
Did you hear what I said? Did you answer
The
me?
PW one?
You
Is
s-
that what you said?
Oh, stop. You better not be watching.
That's what I said. You're in trouble.
Yeah, I am, if you say that.
Oh.
Okay, where are we going?
Kai's in love.
Yes, he is.
I'm in love with a girl. talking about. Anyway,
Yeah, he is.
head over heels, baby. Head
I
over
know
heels.
lots of Notre Dame fans that are. See, read Josh. Josh just
That
validated my
aren't Catholic.
comment.
Hey, I'm a fan.
Thank you, Josh.
I like Lou Holtz. Does that make me a
Lou
Notre Dame
Holtz?
fan?
Oh gosh,
Lou
that
Holtz?
guy
Lou
was
Holtz?
just
I
incredible.
got to meet. I got to meet
He's-
him.
Lou Holtz
He
with
is the
this?
sweetest, smartest thing.
Oh,
Yes.
he got Lou Holtz.
Stop it.
We just really don't have a chance against these guys.
rude.
Hey, he's a good public speaker. If you ever saw him, even though he does
He
that.
is incredible.
Lou Holtz.
I love him.
Oh, they're
Talk
just
about
so big.
total
These guys are
quality.
so big. I don't even know. Jeez.
Have you heard his life story? It is incredible.
I don't care about his life.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna
Incredible.
take
I'm in a mood
tequila.
this week about shit.
You are.
I'm gonna take the
Gosh.
tequila away from you.
And yeah,
Please.
Todd brought. I'm going to take it away from you. Shut up.
Is it mixed? Is it
You know
mixed
what?
with that
Did you hear him?
bang?
He's going to take it away from me. I've been wanting to punch him in the face for 45 minutes.
Okay.
Since he came in here
Todd,
already
just
drunk.
punch him first and get it over
He
with.
was. I'm like, dude,
Right.
shut up. Quit talking. Get ready. We get ready. We get down to 30 seconds
Lord,
left
he
in the
is,
show, and
Josh.
Todd's like, it's re-downloading. Zoom is re-downloading. He's not signed in, so you can call because he's up there gabbing and more interested in putting the tequila bottle and focus on the
Todd,
table.
hit him upside the head with that while you had your hand on it.
Man, what do you mean me?
I'm a food stylist.
Why?
I'm a food stylist. Okay.
See, you know what's funny? For some reason, my friends, I stopped by this place, this bar. I got these friends, this group of friends that go to this bar like at
Not the establishment, because they probably won't let you in.
10:30 or 11. You know what? You need to mind your P's and Q's. The Azalea. They get there about 10:30, 11 every day, or 10:30 every day, morning, a.m. And so I stopped in there and we got into some kind of conversation. Oh, Clyde, my friend Clyde, had bought a hat that was pretty big, like 7 7/8, and he's like, he calls me Faja because Faja Faja is like Faja, and so he's like, Faja, what size hat you wear? And I'm like, I don't know, 7 3/4. He goes, I got a hat at the PGA. It's too big for me, 7 7/8. So I went there to get it anyway. Big head and all. And we started talking, and somehow it came up. I came up to the point of, I don't know, somehow the conversation got to revolve around me. I don't even know how it happened.
I can't imagine how that would have happened.
I'm sure.
I have no idea how it happened. And so
Can we talk about me for a second?
whatever, we got
That's
into a
probably
point
how
where
it
it was
started.
like, somebody said, if you had
Tell
to
about me.
if you had to describe Faja in one word, what word would you
man.
use? Oh my Lord. I don't know that we can talk about those words on. Some people had to use 2 or 3 words. One person said boisterous, and he was texting some girl that we were asking her for her word, and she's like, "You stole my word."
Yeah, was it Tia?
No, it was Brienne from out on the beach.
Tia would second the boisterous.
You know what? Tia loves Faja. You know why?
I'm not doubting
Because
that.
she knows Faja has her back.
Yes, that's true.
A lot of people probably hate me. They would love me if they knew how I would have their back.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know.
what were we talking about before we got onto that?
We were
don't know.
talking about Ricky Gervais.
Not yet.
That was what we were talking about.
We can get there. But let's go. But next on my list, though, let's go there first. The ever eloquent and savior of the leftist community, Messiah of the left,
Oh, yes, for sure.
Barack Obama.
All hail the king.
This is why, Barack Obama, AOC, Rashid Tlaib,
Rashida.
Rashida Tlaib,
Mm-hmm.
Ilhan Omar,
Mm-hmm.
that batshit bitch up in the Northeast. The Baldwin, I think she grew her hair out.
Oh, Ayanna Presley.
Yeah, I think she does her hair like Joy Reid. You ever see some of the shit that's on Joy Reid's head?
Oh, yes, but I try not to look again.
He used the Uvalde mass school shooting, which, by the way, man, unbelievable. Just horrific. It really is.
Did you say terrific or horrific?
And I don't joke about it either. I said horrific.
Okay, I was just.
But he used it as an opportunity. While we need to remember the families affected by the Uvalde shooting, we can't forget about
the 2-year anniversary.
The 2-year anniversary and the injustice done to George Floyd.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I mean, are you serious, man?
He's serious.
Never let a crisis
go to waste.
Yeah, well, that was his boy, undercover Mossad agent Rahm Emanuel.
Yeah.
That said that, didn't he?
The Chicago mayor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think old Rahm. There was a senator that said that Rahm threatened him in the shower in the Senate, at the gym in the Senate area in the shower or something, back in the Obama days or whatever. You know?
Rahm Emanuel said that?
Yeah. A senator said that Rahm Emanuel threatened him.
Oh, okay. I was taking that backwards. Okay.
In the shower.
Okay. Threatened to do what?
Like physically threatened him.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, why can't it be me? Let it be me.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't it be me?
I say that every time I hear a lot of stories.
Why can't I run into Barry in public?
You never would. He's got too much security.
They can't be in public.
Probably not.
AOC's batshit ass can't be in public. The stuff that comes out of that
do people
mouth,
yell at her?
What?
Do people yell at her in public?
I don't know.
Oh.
I like Elizabeth Warren. Oh, if I could just run into old Pocahontas in the grocery store.
She is. I don't know if there's a word for her. I really don't.
You know what? That's the difference between one of the things that you have to say about them is they never relent.
No, they don't.
They never stop lying, the gaslighting, the lying, the projecting. Never.
Yep, they don't give up. No. Mm-mm. They cannot be deterred.
They don't play by the rules, right? They have no moral compass.
Right.
There's no depth to which they won't go, right?
Correct.
But the right, they can't vote for a guy. There's a lot of Christians that can't vote for, Trump because, he's very crass.
Mm-hmm, he is.
And he's just not a good example.
Stuff.
I don't think he's a good example. And I just can't.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that won't fight back because I'm not lowering my standards to. So I mean, man, do I want to talk? There's certain language that you won't let me use. That
You've already used it.
There's a
no,
jar.
I haven't even come close.
There's a jar right
Well,
That
you were like 3 minutes in and used the F word.
because it's a very good word. You can't. You're just gonna sit there and take a beating. Just gonna sit there and take a beating.
Who are you talking about?
The right.
Oh, yeah. They don't want to seem
The people that can't vote that don't want to deal with, that won't vote for Donald Trump, wouldn't vote for Donald Trump because he's offensive to them.
And the situation that we're going through right now is not offensive? Okay.
It's just disgusting.
It is. I was
you and
talking
your-
about this to my friend today about how, you don't hear any people that voted for Obama talking about it. Not Obama, sorry, Biden. Yeah, you don't hear them bragging about the fact that they voted for Biden. No bragging.
Well, that's funny. A lady at one of the girls at work here, Christy. Her uncle is going through chemo, and as he was sitting in the waiting room yesterday, some lady was going on and was extolling the virtues of Joe Biden. What a wonderful man he was. What a wonderful job he's doing. What a blessing he's been
insane?
what a blessing he's been for the United States.
Was she there for a brain transplant? Oh my God. Oh dear.
And he goes, after the fact he said, man, if I hadn't been doing chemo and it's had the effect on me emotionally and physically and emotionally the way it has, it's probably why I wouldn't normally have done it. I don't regret it one bit, but I wouldn't normally have done it. But I guess he lit her ass up.
Oh, awesome.
I guess people in the waiting room were just like,
yeah.
But you know what? It's
I'm
more
sure.
of what needs to happen.
Right. Yeah.
We'll get to it in this Glenn Beck video because, he brings up the WHO situation, the World Health Organization, how that they're signing off on, signing away our medical sovereignty.
They're signing away our sovereignty, yes.
And so, but I know what my point. People are going to have to learn to civil disobedience.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to learn.
I mean, that's what it's called when we do it, but when the whack jobs on the left do it, it's called, standing up for what's not right. When they're burning down buildings and, smashing and grabbing and looting and,
destroying.
Right. Right. They can get away with it, but not the right. Ever.
Man,
ever.
I'll tell you what, though. We're AOC, because I'm going to go back to her for a second. She is has the knack. Just to what you said. She's just about as, maybe more, I guess, maybe more. I don't know. As disgusting to listen to, as unlistenable as Obama.
Well, the thing about her is she can make the bullshit that she's spewing out sound eloquent, even though it makes no sense. And she talks in circles and it literally makes no sense. But somehow, she's taken some serious speech classes or whatever you want to call that to.
Yeah, I don't look at her that way. She doesn't strike me that way at all.
Well, it does me. She does me.
It's just, Todd, would you get the libs of TikTok video ready?
Oh, I thought we were doing.
Thought we were doing what?
He has everything in order.
I thought we were doing one thing, and then
What do you think we're doing?
Well, I thought Glenn Beck, but before that, I thought something
Well,
else.
I thought we'd get a couple of the shorties out of the way, and then we can go to the two long ones.
Okay.
By the way, while he's doing that, did I send you anything that about my governor of Indiana was at the World Economic Forum in Davos?
Oh, no.
Yes, he was. And it says that he is bringing some inaugural meeting here. But he also voted last week. He also vetoed the bill that our Indiana legislature put forward to protect women's sports. He vetoed it. So they overrode his veto this week.
Is he a Republican?
Well, the NCAA offices are there in
He is not really. He's a rhino.
The NCAA offices are there in Indianapolis.
They are, yeah.
So that might have something to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where their headquarters are. I have toured the museum. It's actually kind of cool.
Have you seen the previews for Matt Walsh's
movie? Yes, I can't wait till that comes out.
That is some good stuff.
Okay, I'm ready.
Now, what was that about? I can't remember.
The transgender shit.
You scared me.
You know what else? Go ahead. Go ahead and play this.
I thought we were going to jump to Matt Walsh. You scared me. Okay. We're going to do the libs, right?
That's a different
the first
Matt Walsh.
The first compilation 2, right?
Which one? What picture's showing?
Well, look up there. The girl in the blue shirt.
Oh, yeah. So let's play a couple of libs of TikTok.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And boom and boom.
This is just your friendly reminder that you are not blessed. You are privileged. Not hashtag blessed, hashtag privileged. So when you post pictures of your beautiful vacation or your healthy children or your lovely home and you write hashtag blessed, you are offensive because you were not chosen as one of God's favorites. You were given opportunities that other people were not, including access to health care, a job, health insurance, and there are many people in this world who are oppressed who do not have access or opportunity to have the things that you have. So you are not some man in the sky's favorite because you are better than others. You are privileged, and that's okay. Just use your privilege in a positive way, and remember that you are not hashtag blessed.
Remember this.
Now I'm going to do it more.
Remember this. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
so if I punch her in the face, I'm so privileged that I won't go to jail. Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, right.
You'd be hashtag blessed. You had the opportunity to punch her in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what? That's just the, and then it's a separate one. Yeah, you got the next one ready, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this one's even. This is.
You scared the crap out of him. He's going to have everything ready now.
This is better.
Everything's ready.
That girl. You know what struck me about that girl was she wasn't one of the freak-looking ones. You know.
No, she was normal looking. She's just an idiot.
But it's just like, where do you, this identity politics shit? Shove it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, play this next one. This chick, listen to this. I got some comments about this bitch.
Can we talk about how it's actually horrifying that the Kardashians went out of their way to have kids with black men just so that they could have a closer proximity to black culture, just so that when you call them out on appropriating black culture, they bring up their proximity to black people and their half-black children. They bred their children like dogs. And as a black woman, you cannot change my opinion on this, and I know a lot of other black women and mixed black women feel the same way, that eventually at some point in their life, these kids will grow up and realize that one of the main reasons their parents had them is so that they could have a closer proximity to black culture. It's going to be a horrifying moment for those kids.
Pause.
I don't know.
She needs a makeup tutorial. She has 2 eyebrows.
Yeah, I saw that. That was on purpose, obviously.
I've never seen that before.
Me either. But I don't know what the hell that means. That don't mean shit these days, does it?
Oh my gosh. I thought I'd seen it all. Two eyebrows on each eye.
Yeah, because you look black. Because she looks black.
Yeah, right. She's totally mixed.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to jump to the bearded?
Cracker done snuck into your family tree, huh? Unbelievable, man.
Do you want to jump to the bearded?
Oh, yeah. Now, for your viewing enjoyment, for your intellectual
I don't think
assent,
so. But go ahead.
Assent to intellectualism, to intellectual greatness.
I think it would be decent.
To your ascent into
insanity.
The genius that is the left, the pseudo intellectuals. I present the they them in tutorial.
No.
They them tutorial.
People ask me, how do you use they them pronouns for a singular person? Well, it's really easy. All you have to do is use it the same way that you would talk about a group of people. So, for example, I, Addison, use they them pronouns. In that case, you talk about me like this. I know Addison. They are amazing. Their dress and their hair are amazing. And I'm so proud to know them. Now, a fun fact about they them pronouns.
Fun fact
is that they've been used in a singular context for centuries.
Centuries!
Even going back to Shakespearean times, there's actual documentation in literature using they and them in singular contexts. But if that still doesn't convince you to use they them pronoun, I'll leave you with this piece of information. Our language is constantly changing and adapting. We're evolving to find new terms and language to self-identify. So get with the times. Don't be an asshole.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Asshole.
That person was on Dr. Phil.
Yeah, with Matt Walsh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
With
that
Matt
was
Walsh.
awesome. Yeah.
That's just Addison. you know, Addison. Get Jicky Riveras, Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais.
You say it is ready? So
now.
Is it ready?
It will be in just a second.
Okay,
Keep
let
talking,
me know when.
Keep talking.
So Addison, I have this for you when it comes up here.
Oh, are we?
When you're ready, you just hit the old PLAY
did you get this
button.
from my story?
What?
Did you copy this from my story?
No.
Oh, because I shared this in my story.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well, here we go.
There's probably nothing that anybody has shared that Kelly hasn't also shared.
Women. Not all women. I mean the old-fashioned ones. You know, the old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the ones with wombs. Oh.
Yeah.
Those fucking dinosaurs. No, I love the new women. I know the new women. They're great, aren't they? You know, the new ones we've been seeing lately. The ones with beards and cocks. They're as good as... they're as good as gold. I love them. No, it's the old-fashioned with it. And now the old-fashioned, they go like, oh, they want to use our toilets. Why shouldn't they use your toilets? For ladies. They are ladies. Look at their pronouns. What about this person isn't a lady? Well, his penis. Her penis, you fucking bigot.
Her penis.
What if he rapes me? What if she rapes you? You fucking turf whore.
She.
That's how ridiculous it is. That is exactly how ridiculous it is.
It's just...
Oh, it's exhausting.
I mean, seriously, right?
I just hope these people that are, doing that in their shows don't get canceled for telling the truth.
Todd, what time is it?
It is 7:45.
Okay, we got time. Go to the There's two more videos. There's the.
Ooh, I love that. Beto is human trash. I love that.
Did you? Oh, is that one?
No, that was just what was showing after Ricky.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was Glenn. Find the one where the teacher won. I think it's at the top of the email.
Email teacher.
It's below Kelly's. It's from me.
Oh.
You know what?
Good.
Todd, he
Yes.
sent an order, so is he asking you to play these in order? Because
No.
Why don't you be
that
quiet?
would be confusing
It's
if he
all over the
wasn't.
place.
You know what?
But it's okay. Okay, so this is
Yeah, this one. Check this one out.
Okay, hold on.
This
Oh
is
my goodness.
this. I've been saying this ever since the "Don't Say Gay" shit came up.
Oh my goodness, what's the deal? Keep talking. No, talk about something else.
Yeah, we're on. Well,
Hey,
we're on the same.
what does your cup say on your desk? Does it say liberal tears?
Leftist tears.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, leftist. I
Leftist
take that
tears.
cup everywhere I go.
DW Daily
just-
Wire
my-
on top.
My friends just crack up. They're like, "Of course you have that cup."
I got to get my other one out of the box there. My iPack. You know, the iPhone, iPod, whatever. There's one with a picture of a gun, and it's a small I and PAC iPack.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm.
I hope that annoys people when I take it around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hopefully. Okay, hold
What was I? Did I send you something where it said, our culture is turning men into such wimps? It's just
But
ridiculous.
Here's the problem,
but
Kelly.
it was saying
women want
Huh?
that most. I mean,
no, they
not
do
women
not.
don't.
No, hey, I just got a divorce, so
Women want wimpy
She's
men.
a pig, not a
No.
woman.
no, I'm saying
Oh,
women don't want men that'll stand up to them.
Speaking-
what?
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Oh,
Don't
no,
even-
that's not true. Anyway,
Okay.
because here's the thing: you don't have if you're girlfriend boyfriend, you don't have a boyfriend. You have a girlfriend. Anyway, where I was going with this is, if your husband doesn't have the capability to resort to violence to protect you and your family, you don't have a man.
yeah, you're not dangerous.
Because at this point, we have these women that are called mama bears, and the reason they're called mama bears is because they have something for a husband. So the women are having to stand up and defend their family because
Can't
the men
understand
won't.
normal thinking.
Well, but that's for a guy, so whatever.
It's just
But
like
yeah,
other words.
I mean, yes, my husband is quite capable of
Our,
resorting to violence, but so am I. So if he doesn't get violent enough, I will finish the job.
my son says we're both the same way because we're like, because when I got Hannah, she was 15 years old. We got divorced when she was 18 months old, and a lot of stuff between mom, with mom and stuff, and but I got her back when I was 15, and I told her, I said, I want you to think like a man and act like a lady.
Right.
And
Right.
that offends a lot of people. It wasn't much longer than it wasn't too many months, a couple months after that I'm walking through the airport and I see this book, with Steve.
Yep.
his
That's a hilarious movie. Yeah.
Steve, what's his name?
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey's.
That is an awesome movie.
I don't know what movie you're talking about, but it's his book.
It's a movie they made off of that book, Think Like a Man.
Think like, yeah. So he stole my shit. I should sue him.
Well, sorry, you should have written the book first, I guess.
You know
have never
what? You're
seen
not
that
even on my
movie?
side for anything, so I don't even know why we keep doing this.
That is so hilarious. You've got to see that movie. It's awesome.
I will. But Jared, he's like, yeah, man. He goes, I don't want to talk to her about it. I'm scared of her. But if something comes up or whatever, you want to disagree with Hannah about something, he goes, I'm not saying anything. I can't handle her.
Good for her.
I told
Good
everybody,
for
I
her.
go, you don't have to worry about offending me. If you try to hurt me or do me wrong or whatever, you don't have to worry about me probably. You got to worry about her, though. She'll slit your throat.
Okay, here we go.
All right, we're ready. Here we go. Now, this is what I've been saying this for months.
This right here is Kristen. She is a 4th grade teacher at a local elementary school down here in Louisiana. 2 days ago, the Woke Up On Crime family, or what's left of the Woke Up On Crime family, decided to go after her because of a video she posted.
If schools are allowed to teach gender identity to elementary children, then I, as a elementary educator, should also have the freedom to teach them about how God was not confused when He designed them. I should be able to teach them about Jesus and how God created them, a boy or a girl.
First of all, they're framing her video and spreading a narrative as if she is admitting to doing what she's talking about. But if you have any comprehension skills whatsoever and you watch her video and listen to what she's saying, she says, if we can do blank, then I should also be able to do blank. And because of how her video is being spun, she's getting a lot of heat from all the radicals.
Surprise.
Except for here in Louisiana where she's being called courageous. This right here is Kristen. She is a 4th grade teacher.
Okay, so that was it, guys.
Yeah.
It's true. She'll be attacked.
Yeah, what took so long? God bless her.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
yes, because
and right
people
on.
are scared.
Right
I
on.
have those same earrings that she has on.
You have them?
I have the same earrings, yes.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
God bless you.
Are you wearing them right now on the show?
Show them to
No,
us. Get
you
'em
Do
out
you
of
want
the
to
drawer.
go get them on?
Get them out of the drawer over there, Kelly.
Do you want to get them on?
No.
Are they Are they piercers or clip-ons? Do you ever?
Who
Do you have
who wears
clip-ons?
clip-ons in this day and age? Hell no.
My grandmother had a
Oh
bunch
my
of
God.
them.
Hell yeah, my mom had them.
Yeah.
That's
The
because they
old
didn't pierce ears back in the turn of the
Clip-ons.
century.
The old clip-ons. That's an awesome video, right?
Yes.
All
But I
right.
guarantee you that she's taken a lot of heat for that.
All right. Let's go to
Yes.
Glenn Beck.
Which
No,
Glenn
Bill
Beck?
Mayer. Bill Mayer.
Bill Maher?
Maher. That's what I said.
Okay.
Thank you for correcting me.
Todd, you need a raise.
Which Bill Maher video are we talking about? The one on...
It should be the second tab from the tab next to the email.
It's not there anymore.
It's not there anymore.
Is it this? Oh, well, it's weird.
It's that one, yes.
Okay, let me... talk amongst yourselves.
Scott,
So,
Okay.
Bill Maher,
Scott wanted to know if you wore
Okay.
clip-on ties.
Talk about clip-on.
I had one when I was a kid.
Hey, we all did, man.
You think my mom's? You think we wore ties to church?
That's right.
You think my mom or dad is trying to tie a tie on my?
With me hanging from the ceiling.
Right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Hanging from the light fixtures.
You know, the
right.
biggest reason probably that we didn't wear ties as kids wasn't the difficulty in tying it or getting us to wear it or whatever. It's the fact that we probably could have used it to kill each other.
Hey,
That way.
that
True,
was probably a
true.
good example. Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Don't stop.
Okay. No Bill Maher yet.
I'll kill you. Don't talk to your brother that way. That's so. Don't be hateful to your brother.
Are you having flashbacks?
Yes.
What's going on here?
My mom. My poor mom.
Okay, here we go.
My mom.
Hush.
And finally, new rule: if something about the human race is changing at a previously unprecedented rate,
Be ready to pause.
I've watched this
we have to at least
twice.
discuss it. Broken down over time, the LGBT population of America seems to be roughly doubling every generation. According to a recent Gallup poll, less than 1% of Americans born before 1946, that's Joe Biden's generation, identify that way. 2.6% of boomers do, 4.2% of Gen X, 10.5% of millennials, and 20.8% of Gen Z. Which means if we follow this trajectory, we will all be gay in 2054.
Mind-boggling.
And then who's going to buy this chair? I'm just saying that when things change this much, this fast, people are allowed to ask, what's up with that? All the
That'll be a gaming chair, though. whenever that happens, and guys will be playing video games in it.
Right.
Babies are in the wrong bodies? Was there a mix-up at the plant, like with Captain Crunch's Oops All Berries? It wasn't that long ago when adults asked a kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? They meant what profession?
Pause. Right? Right? And you know what's funny about this? That's funny where I asked to pause there.
Oh, not what's her name?
That's
Donna Brazile.
Yeah, Donna Brazil's sorry ass.
No.
The Donna Brazile that I cheated on, that I fed questions to the media.
Oh, right,
and back
right,
and forth
right.
the media to Hillary for the debate.
Was that Hillary? Yeah.
Yeah. To Hillary.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't ask kids what they want to be when they grow up.
They all want to be famous.
They're serious now. That they want they.
But they don't even mean when they grow up. They mean like next week.
They mean what they do mean. Do you want to be a boy or a girl?
And I think they all want to be famous, and that's why they want to be mass shooters.
Where did I post that at? And
They
did
can
I
be famous
copy
easy
it?
that way.
Which one? But when you're saying that, Todd, hang on one second. About that famous stuff. Hang on. Let me find
It
this.
really
real quick.
is. I mean, that's what they think.
I'm not saying you're wrong, bro. Oh, I think I did it in my stories. Let me look in my story archives. How do I do that?
It's the reality TV.
Go up to the very top of your Facebook page.
It's the
the home page.
reality TV crap.
Save group memories news. See more.
Too much Kardashians.
Where is it, Kelly?
At the very top of your home page, not your page, like your news feed. Go to the very top of your news feed. And the very far left is your story.
I know, but there's that's not what I mean. It's where you can go back to the old stories.
You have to click on the left side of your story reel, and it'll go all the way back.
All right. Let me just go back there.
Doing a social media lesson.
So up by here by Create Story.
Yeah, obviously.
This is why
It
we don't
doesn't
have
go
more
back.
people watching.
I don't
this show.
understand.
No.
Then it must be longer than 24 hours from when you posted it. They only stay up there for 24 hours.
No, you can go to the old ones. They're archived.
Never heard of it.
I've done that. Give me a
Never
second.
heard of it.
You keep cutting me off.
It's a new one on me.
No doubt.
I love.
But
this
while
Bugs
we're
Bunny
killing
cartoon.
time,
I love this Bugs
somebody
Bunny cartoon, by the
posted
way.
Aurora Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
She said Ric Flair just showed up. But did she mean Donna Brazile?
Is that a wrestler?
It is.
It is, but I
say,
never
that
know
sounds
who
like a
that
wrestler
was
name.
until last week. Kai was said something about Ric Flair, and I said, "Who's that?"
That is
He
not
threw
Aurora.
a fit.
That is not Aurora. That is the. That is another. That's the other name in the.
Oh, Gabriel.
Yes.
Somebody somebody asked, and it might have been an hour ago, who you like in the Stanley Cup, Faja, and maybe this turned,
Tampa Bay.
He thinks this is still a sports show.
I could talk about some hockey now. Tampa Bay.
That is Kaylee McEnany's team.
I wonder if she's from down there or she just is.
I don't know if she's from there, but they all live there now in St. Pete. I mean Tampa. Sorry, Tampa.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're I think I believe the Panthers won the President's Cup. Still, I believe the Florida Panthers and Tampa. No, they couldn't have. They played in the second round. I don't know. They swept the Panthers, and I can't find it. But something was. I read it's on the Cycle of Empires.
Oops.
And I'm sure you saw it, Kelly, that I posted it, but it said that when things get into such moral decay is when people start looking up to, and this is what I was referencing.
Oh, yes.
Looking
yes.
up to.
I saw it.
Musicians and actors and
Right,
athletes, no matter how depraved their lifestyle.
That's just sad.
Right.
Do we want to play the rest of this Bill Maher thing?
So, yeah.
Here.
I don't.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the wake of America about to lose abortion rights, the ACLU recently tweeted a list of those who would be disproportionately harmed by this. You would think women might top that list? No, wasn't even on the list. Second on the list was LGBT. Really? Abortion rights affects gay and trans people more than,
would be number one.
breeders? I'm happy for LGBT folks that we now live in an age where they can live their authentic lives openly. And we should always be mindful of respecting and protecting. But someone needs to say it. Not everything's about you.
Pause. So do people not see, do people not recognize the just abject absurdity of an organization like the ACLU when they put out shit like that?
They don't. Clearly.
Who is most affected by, and Todd, you're right, babies. But who's most affected, and women are not? I mean, what in the hell was number one? I should have looked that up. If women weren't even on the list and the LGBT community was number two, what was number one?
I don't know.
I mean, seriously.
I have no idea.
I want to hear an idiot defend that. I want to hear them defend that.
There was something that I saw earlier where they somebody on my Facebook feed had a baby that had, I guess they had, I don't know, for whatever reason, it had been born outside of the lady's body, and then they put it back in its belly in like a clear thing, and you could see the baby. Like, I'll have to send that to you, Kelly. I have to look through my feed. And it was so, like, it was cute, and it was, like, so touching that the baby was actually there outside of the, in a sack almost, outside of the belly of the mom. And it was just like, oh my gosh, it just shows you that there's a baby sitting there kicking.
Oh, I see what I know. Okay, I saw that. Yeah.
I mean,
I know what you're talking about now.
The last couple of days that it came out, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome.
That goes to that goes to more absurdity when they like to yell about rape, incest, and the life of the mother being threatened, being endangered.
Right.
We can now finish gestation outside the womb. The life of the mother is rarely, if ever, an issue anymore with medical advancement.
Oh yes.
So
correct.
shut up.
Yeah.
About that.
Well. But here's the thing. When you go back to that, when you give them the option, and this happens every freaking time, when you give them the option and say, okay, we will say abortion is fine only in the instance of incest and rape. And they go, oh, no.
Yeah, there's no instance in which they will agree to any kind of...
Correct, unless it's just a free will, free-for-all. Yep.
Well, that's what
they
said.
Always say...
Go ahead.
But they always say, well, you're evil and cruel because what about incest and rape? But that's not what it's about when you give them that option.
Well, the thing is that in the Texas bill, they do make concessions for that in most of these. There are concessions for that kind of thing.
Okay, that's fine, but
right, but they won't. They lie about that too.
No, unless it's anything free for all, they don't want it. It's all or nothing.
Colorado now is up to, day before.
What about after? What about after it's born?
Well, New York.
What if you change your mind?
New York is.
So is there's another state. New York.
Probably California.
Well, probably California. Yes, but I know there's at least two that say that now. That's why I say, I think I already told this story a couple weeks ago about being on a jury where there's a high school girl that gave birth in a bathroom stall. Did I tell that story?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway.
Yeah.
No, not guilty.
Just
not
say
guilty.
it again. Tell everybody again.
Oh, I said, please let me be on a jury for a teenage girl that gave birth in a high school bathroom and just left. And, possibly the baby died and they're trying her for murder. Absolutely not. Not guilty. She could have went to an abortion clinic that day and had an abortion.
A couple hours earlier.
So why is she guilty of having it in the restroom? No, I would fight to the death to be the jury foreman, and I would make everyone stay around the clock for a year.
My name is Ari.
To find her not guilty.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
Mm-hmm. That's how much sense they make.
It's only there's no rhyme or reason for their hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
there isn't. It's ridiculous.
And you know what? When you say when Bill is saying this about the LGBT, you're not that. Everything isn't about you. But I want to know how they feel about how somebody outside of the mainstream media's vocal minority feels about being hijacked by the queer, transgender, Latinx, whatever, and every other.
Latinos do not like that phrase, that label.
But plus, I want to know how the the LG community feels about their community being hijacked by all this other crap.
Oh yeah, by the abortion rights activists, yeah.
Well, by the transgender and the queer,
Oh yes,
the queer and the non-binary and the.
Well, you already know what Greg said. He said it's bullcrap. He hates it.
Yeah. That's a good point. He does.
He said they're ridiculous.
Go ahead,
okay,
Todd,
we're
please.
playing the rest of Bill Maher.
And it's okay to ask questions about something that's very new and involves children. The answer can't always be that anyone from a marginalized community is automatically right, trump card might drop, end of discussion. Because we're literally experimenting on children. Maybe that's why Sweden and Finland have stopped giving puberty blockers to kids. Because we just don't know much about the long-term effects. Although common sense should tell you that when you reverse the course of raging hormones, there's going to be problems. We do know it hinders the development of bone density, which is kind of important if you like having a skeleton. Fertility and the ability to have an orgasm seem also to be affected. This isn't just a lifestyle decision, it's medical. Weighing trade-offs is not bigotry. Yet when a book questioning the sudden uptick in transitioning children...
People are supporting this and making excuses for this, and what to do this to their own kids,
experimenting on them.
Schools are trying to do this shit behind parents, not trying to, in cases they are doing it behind parents' back.
That's why Florida had to pass a law.
Look on the list. Look on the oh my gosh. After this video, we'll look it up. Be looking in the, try to look in the emails for the one where the guy asks about leave the kids alone, something. It's a TikTok with a top and the bottom.
Hey, teacher.
Now, Speaking of, did we want to do
Hey!
this Glenn Beck thing at all?
Todd, can we finish this?
Okay.
You just made me realize something, but go ahead.
You got something you wanted to interject?
Pink Floyd knew it all along.
Say it. I don't remember.
That song
Which one?
that goes, another brick in the wall. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. We need that clip. We need to get that clip.
Oh my gosh.
Teacher,
I mean, that's just earth shattering right there.
leave the kids alone.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Todd. Press
So what was the song that you were saying again, or what was the video you were saying again? Which one?
Let's forget about that right now. Play the Bill Maher one.
Oh, go back tomorrow. Okay.
Was released, a trans lawyer with the ACLU named Chase Strangio tweeted, "Stopping the circulation of this book and these ideas is 100% a hill I will die on." How very civil liberties of him. Chase, by the way, has just been named one of the grand marshals of this year's New York City Pride March, along with 3 other trans people and a lesbian. Huh, what's missing here? Oh, right,
Yeah.
a gay man.
This coming up is awesome.
That's where we are now. Gay men aren't hip enough for the gay pride parade. Compared to trans, gay is practically cis, and cis is practically Mormon. And this is a phenomenon we need to take into account when we look at this issue. Yes, part of the rise in LGBT numbers is from people feeling free enough to tell it to a pollster, and that's
Small
all
part,
to the
I
good.
believe.
But some of it is, it's trendy. Penis equals man. Okay, boomer. Remember, the prime directive of every teen is anything to shock and challenge the squares who brought you up. It's why nobody gets a nose ring at 56.
Pause.
Who is that?
What?
Who is that? Is that a person that we should know who he is?
No.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I've been saying this for months too. It's trendy.
Yep.
They can't find. They don't fit in. The media's making it okay. They can be part of the in crowd. They think anything to upset your parents, go against their wishes. It's manufactured.
And get TikTok views.
It's manufactured. Yeah, they should be.
And then
Go ahead.
decades down the road, when they come to their senses, their body's going to be mutilated.
Yeah, right?
And there's going to be no going back.
You know what? They should be praising libs of TikTok because they're getting millions, probably millions of views because they're reposting them. They should be making money off of it if they're not stupid.
Right. But that's exposing their secrets, so they don't like it.
Okay, the old play button.
And if you haven't noticed that with kids, doing something for the likes is more important than their own genitals, you haven't been paying attention. Dr. Erica Anderson is a prominent 71-year-old clinical psychologist who is herself transgender and who now says, "I think it's gone too far." The LA Times summarizes, she's come to believe that some children identifying as trans are falling under the influence of their peers and social media. If you attend a small dinner party of typically very liberal upper-income Angelenos, it is not uncommon to hear parents who each have a trans kid having a conversation about that. What are the odds of that happening in Youngstown, Ohio? If this spike in trans children is all natural, why is it regional? Either Ohio is shaming them or California is creating them.
Yep.
Right? So, little pause. I have a friend who, the wife and the daughter, and he ended up going out, moved to L.A. for her acting career, because she wanted to be an actress. She's trans now.
Oh, brother. So she became a guy so that she could get more jobs.
No, I don't know why. I don't know why.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think trendy. In L.A., it's probably a badge of honor walking into a restaurant that way.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Todd.
It's like that day we suddenly all needed bottled water all the time. If we can't admit that in certain enclaves there is some level of trendiness to the idea of being anything other than straight, then this is not a serious science-based discussion. It's a blow being struck in the culture wars using children as cannon fodder.
Yep.
I don't understand parents who won't let their 9-year-old walk to the corner without a helmet, an EpiPen, and a GPS tracker. And God forbid their lips touch dairy, but... But hormone blockers and genital surgery, fine. Talk about a nut allergy.
Absolutely. It's mind-boggling what they'll do to their kids.
Look at her look on her face, though. Like she doesn't...
Yeah, like, oh, whatever.
Right.
She's
like, now, Bill. Now, that she is saying right now, Bill.
She's the bastard child of Stacey Abrams.
No, she's older than Stacey.
That's how, okay, other way around.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what? Somebody said that Stacey Abrams was going to be on Twitter said she was going to be the next governor of Georgia, and I said both of her.
I would hope not.
I guess
Good
penises
Lord.
are gross now, but one might come in handy later on.
Back that
and
up.
If you're a man,
can you?
Here we go. We'll see.
I guess penises are gross now, but one might come in handy later on. And if you're a man who wants to experience life without a pair of balls, you do not have to get surgery. You can get married. Oh, we joke.
Right, Mark?
Yeah, right.
And never forget, children are impressionable and very, very stupid.
True that.
Kids don't know why mom drinks every day or why dad has 2 cell phones. Maybe the boy who thinks he's a girl is just gay. Or whatever Frasier was. Maybe the girl who hates girly stuff just needs to learn that being female doesn't mean you have to act like a Kardashian. Maybe childhood makes you sad sometimes, and there are other solutions besides hand me the dick saw.
I mean, seriously, that's the first thought.
Right.
If we had went by this when I was a kid, I would have been a boy.
Yeah.
I was the biggest tomboy ever. And yeah, so I guess I was supposed to be a boy.
And you know what? All the boys loved you.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
All the boys loved the tomboys.
Yeah. Well, ask Greg. He was one of my best friends.
Oh, that's funny right there.
Look, I'm sure the vast majority of parents do not take this lightly, and that it's very hard to know when something is real or just a phase. And I understand being trans is different. It's innate. But kids do also have phases. They're kids. It's all phases. The dinosaur phase, the Hello Kitty phase. One day they want to be an astronaut, the next day you can't get them to leave their room. Gender fluid. Kids are fluid about everything. If kids knew what they wanted to be at age 8, the world would be filled with cowboys and princesses. I wanted to be a pirate. That Thank God nobody took me seriously and scheduled me for eye removal and peg leg surgery.
It's not a bad analogy.
No, not
It's
at all.
totally awesome. Yes.
You know what? And everybody, this is coming to you from your favorite, everybody's, favorite hated liberal.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I can't quite figure out why he stands where he stands, but he gets the freedom part, I think.
What do you mean?
He gets the absurdity of the left's tactics and the idea of free speech and freedom and the individual autonomy.
Right. Yeah. Well, you've went completely out of order, but we haven't gotten to the Glenn Beck video yet.
Shit ain't in order.
Well, it just so happens that I've got that ready to play.
What time is it?
It's 9:22.
All right, we better get on it.
You ready?
Yep. Let's get right.
The left is operating from a great replacement theory, and it's not the same one that they're trying to brand you with or me with. But it is the playbook that the progressives have been using ever since Woodrow Wilson, but really since Barack Obama. It's replacing everything you thought you knew, not just America, but anything that is true.
Anything.
And this is a problem with our kids. Let me give you a rundown of just some of the things that the Biden administration and Democrats are working overtime to replace. Voting, for example. Democrats are frustrated with the darn Constitution and how it allows states to run their own elections, even for national races. It's got to be replaced. Okay? Another replacing the U.S. dollar. The Biden administration is still driving to replace our currency with a digital dollar. This is a programmable dollar. It will be one of the most drastic expansions of federal power.
Full Circle is sustainable home care. Cleaning tools, organization, composting, all made from more sustainable materials.
What's next for Full Circle Brands is we're going to take on the disposables category, and FedEx is going to be there to help us grow.
Or in U.S. history, it makes us Chinese, really. Did you vote for that? Because I don't remember that being on the ballot. What about replacing free speech with sometimes, if we agree with it? The Biden administration is experimenting with that one, too. But after a lot of Americans said, yeah, we read 1984, no thanks, the Department of Homeland Security pressed, quote, pause, end quote, on the new Disinformation Governance Board. But no, as soon as they figure out a better marketing campaign, they'll be back in business. Absolutely, positively. That's not just free speech. That's also freedom of the press. In fact, Team Biden has already hired DHS Secretary Michael Chertoff to co-author of the Patriot Act to lead the thorough review and assessment of the Disinformation Board while it's on pause. They didn't stop it.
The thorough review and assessment.
Is that what they changed the Disinformation Board?
Well, he's saying that he's going to lead the thorough review and assessment of the Disinformation Board, Governance Board.
Awesome.
They did let go of Nina Jankowicz, though.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, see, that was the gift that keeps on giving.
She was an idiot.
She was a blithering idiot, just like Kamala. I missed another. I forgot to bring it. I think there was a new Kamala clip.
Yes, it's where she's putting the gas thing in the gas pump or the electric thing in the car.
Those singing clips of hers were awesome, though.
Oh, I wanted to punch her in the face.
Play.
Next, states' rights. The left loathes the states they don't control because those states don't worship at the progressive altar, and I mean that literally. So within days of the Supreme Court's leaked decision that might overturn Roe versus Wade, Democrats in Congress slapped together a law to try to federally guarantee abortion rights. They just simply can't allow states and you to decide for yourself. It's way too much freedom. They don't know what they're doing. The left is very pro-choice, except, when it comes to letting states choose to make their own laws, as the 10th Amendment states. So why stop at state rights? Let's surrender U.S. sovereignty. The Biden administration is leading the charge into giving the World Health Organization power over how we handle domestic health crises. This is happening this week. As Daniel Horowitz and I explained last week on radio, amendments to the International Health Treaty would basically give the WHO's director power to declare a public health emergency in any country with all the restrictions that entails. Everybody stay home, not the president, not the Senate, not the House, not the Supreme Court, a global governance, WHO. Did you vote to give the WHO that kind of power?
Pause.
After what we've witnessed,
I don't know how they enforce that and how that can even, they tried to do that with gun rights with the UN, and I don't remember that exactly how that was going down, but they tried to do that with gun rights with the UN. And as demented as this whole handing everything over to that criminal that heads up the WHO, I don't know how they can enforce that. And let me tell you what, if they do something like that, I'm not worried about it in Florida. As long as I got DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis.
All the while we got Nikki Fried, yelling at Nikki Fried, Charlie Crist, and this guy Dan Ulfelder, who's running for state's attorney. They just it's just a non-stop lie factory about DeSantis. But my point was going to be, your guy is trying to bring a WEF meeting to Indiana.
Yes.
I guess you should be terrified.
Yeah.
Because that piece of crap.
My sister sent me that news article. I'll see if I can find it.
Because he'll enforce that shit on you.
Well, he can try.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. We got to have the civil disobedience. But you can bet he's going to back it. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And so maybe where we need to...
He refused. He just kept renewing and kept renewing and kept renewing our state of emergency.
Yeah. I mean,
where is that?
Republican? You know what? And screw the...
in name only.
Screw the Republican Party. Do you call yourself a Republican?
In name only. Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Not really.
You know what? I
was just telling somebody that the other day. I would rather be libertarian at this point.
That's what I would, if I have to choose one of the three, that's what I choose.
Yeah.
And because I'm now a non-interventionist. My eyes have been open to the war machine.
Oh, absolutely, I am totally.
So I get some of those colonialization, colonialist charges.
Are you saying we don't need to send more money over to?
Nothing. No money, no troops. Nothing.
To the war right now?
I am sick and tired of spilling the blood of our young people getting in the middle of other people's mess is only because the elites of this country make money off of it.
It's mind-boggling.
Anybody?
What time is it, Todd?
It is 1 minute till 8:30.
So, and so, yeah, you know what, Kelly, I feel you on that, because you were you've been pushing that for a couple of weeks, or a week plus or something like that. I don't remember if last week's when you started. I think it was last week.
What?
About the WHO and the sovereignty thing.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
And
good one, Todd.
And it's just over the top, and I can see
Well, they've
why
been
you'd be
talking
scared.
about that for weeks, if you listen to the right people.
Right. So, we're right up against it with the Patriot TV platform, and Kelly, we're gonna continue and let Glenn finish this video.
Kelly Douglas Bowling says, "I am a conservative. I don't identify as a Republican any longer."
Yeah.
Agreed,
That's
Kelly.
good. Yeah,
Agreed,
that's
Kelly.
true. That's true.
And you know what? That's what I was going to say. They text me from not a 5-digit number, but from a phone number. The GOP. Hey, the GOP needs some money, and you can.
I wouldn't give them a penny.
It seems like you can text back, and I'm like, I wouldn't send the GOP a dime ever again.
Nope.
Never. Not
and
a
that's
dime.
what I
That
told
would be
them
just giving
when they
money
asked
to-
me about it.
Pound sand.
Turtle Boy. What's his name?
Yuck. Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell. Thank you.
No, I said I will donate to individual people
Right.
that I want, not the Republican Party. You guys are a bunch of crooks.
Same scum as the left. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Kelly, thank you for being here. We're going to finish the Glenn Beck video as we sign off, but we're going to kind of sign it off. I'm going to let you go because we'll be here another half hour discussing his video. And but it's really good stuff, and you need to look at all these points and listen. So, Kelly, thank you. Todd, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everybody,
You're
for
welcome.
checking in. Smash the like button. Share the video, please.
Oh,
all
yes,
of you out
please
there
share.
listening, please share it. Help us get those views going out there.
Yeah, because I'm totally shadow banned. Nobody is seeing anything of mine. Nobody.
Unbelievable. Yeah, they're just whatever. So
You're just a
share
heathen.
it. Smash the like button. Thank you. Love you guys. We'll see you next week.
We're playing the Glenn Beck going out.
Yep.
In the past 2 years, I don't even want the WHO telling me what kind of Band-Aid to use, much less telling me to shut down my business to flatten the curve. Another example, replacing Supreme Court norms. This has been a huge priority for President Biden and the left. Just months after taking office, Biden ordered a study unpacking the court. After the recent leaks of the Supreme Court's draft decision, the president refused to condemn the leak. There's 2 of them gone. And the White House said both Biden and Kamala Harris were energized by the protesters gathering at the homes of the Supreme Court justices. There's 3 norms gone. That's not leadership. That's not protecting a vital institution. Why? Because they don't want to protect those institutions. They want to transform them and replace them. They want to replace the Supreme Court as we know it. In fact, Senator Elizabeth Warren and Representative Pramila Jayapal introduced a judicial ethics and anti-corruption bill. That's going to govern the Supreme Court, really? This is one of the dumbest ideas you'll probably hear. The bill would provide, quote, a mechanism to enforce judicial accountability through the creation of a Supreme Court Complaints Review Committee that would allow the public to file complaints against the Supreme Court justices. Well, why stop there? Why don't we just turn the Supreme Court into American Idol and vote them off? While I'm on the topic of institutional norms, how about replacing the U.S. Senate norms? Urged by President Biden, Senate Democrats tried to end the filibuster in January, but they were outvoted 52-48 when Senators Manchin and Sinema voted with the Republicans. Now, curiously, just 5 years ago, 27 Senate Democrats, including Kamala Harris, signed a bipartisan letter urging Senate leadership to preserve the filibuster. Now all 27 of them have reversed course. Now that the pro-abortionists are all riled up over Roe versus Wade getting overturned, Democrats are back to threatening the filibuster again. Elizabeth Warren spelled out why the left has to replace America.
I believe in democracy, and I don't believe that the minority should have the ability to block things that the majority want to do. That's not in the Constitution. What we're talking about right now are the individual rights and liberties of half the population of the United States of America.
Okay.
I think that's enough to say it's time to get rid of the filibuster.
Okay, she says, I don't think a minority should rule. Well, they didn't. It was 52 to 48. That means your side was in the minority. The Democrats make abortion great again. That bill that they put up was defeated 51-49 or 52-48, one of those. According to math, even if it is 51 to 49, 51 is greater than 49. Although these days, are you even sure of math?